Have you ever noticed how Thanksgiving makes us pause, not just to eat, but to think, to look back at what went right, what went wrong, and what really mattered along the way? Today, I want to share 3 timeless lessons that connect gratitude, goals, and growth, and how they quietly shape your investing success. Because building wealth isn't only about returns, it's about perspective. And if you stay with me to the end, I'll share a simple Thanksgiving toast every long-term investor should hear. Hello, fellow compounders. I'm Dennis Chen, CFA charter holder, former hedge fund manager, and chief compounder at the Always Be Compounding Club. Each week, we explore how to build wealth that lasts through patience, discipline, and compounding. But today, let's slow down. Let's talk about gratitude, the most underrated edge in investing. As always, before we dive in, a quick but important disclaimer. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial, investment, or tax advice. All takers and examples are hypothetical and for illustration only. I'm sharing general information and examples, not recommendations tailored to you. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Your situation is unique. Always do your own research and consult a qualified financial professional before making any decisions. So let's get started. Segment 1, gratitude and investor's mindset. Thanksgiving reminds us to step back from the noise. And if you invest long enough, you know that there's always noise. Markets up, markets down, buy this, fear that. Yet compounding doesn't thrive on chaos. It thrives on calm. Benjamin Graham once said, "The investor's worst enemy is likely to be himself." Gratitude helps silence that enemy. When you're thankful, you stop comparing portfolios and chasing fads. You start appreciating the privilege of being an investor at all. That shift from envy to gratitude creates patience. And patience, more than anything, builds wealth. Coming up, we'll look at why even a tough market year can be something to give thanks for. Segment 2, a year to be thankful for. Every year brings a new reason to worry. Tariffs, rates, election, inflation, global tension, government shutdown. But if you zoom out, the pattern is clear. Investors who stay disciplined eventually come out ahead. Even sideways years serve a purpose. Lower prices means better reinvestment opportunities. Higher yields boost future income. If you're reinvesting dividends, each dip quietly buys you more shares, more future cash flow. If you're adding to index funds, each contribution is fuel for tomorrow's growth. Gratitude helps you see that invisible progress. It reminds you that compounding is happening even though it doesn't feel like it. And that sets us up for our simple Thanksgiving framework, the 3 G's of investing. Segment 3, the 3 G's. Gratitude, goals, and growth. I like to think of Thanksgiving as an investor's reset button, a moment to check in on 3 things that truly matter. Number 1, gratitude for what your discipline has already achieved. 2, goals for what you want your money to do next. And 3, growth for how both you and your portfolio are evolving. Let's unpack these briefly. Gratitude starts with the basics. You save, you invest, you stay the course. That consistency already puts you ahead of most. Before you scroll through market news, take a moment to jot down one thing that went right this year. Maybe you rebalanced on time. Maybe you stayed calm during volatility. Those quiet wins are the true dividends of discipline. Goals. Goals move you from thankful to intentional. Money itself isn't the goal. It's the freedom behind it. Ask yourself, what am I compounding for? What kind of life do I want this wealth to support? What will enough look like? Thanksgiving is a perfect time to revisit your investment policy statement, your written reminder of why you invest the way you do. By the way, check out this video on how to do an investment policy statement. Once you know why, staying the course becomes easier. And then comes growth, the G that ties everything together. Growth isn't only measured in returns. It's measured in progress, financial and personal. Every bear market tests your patience. Every recovery rewards your faith. Every flat stretch builds resilience. Charlie Munger said, "The big money is not in the buying or the selling, but in the waiting." So when markets feel boring or uncertain, remember, that's often when your patience is quietly compounding. Now, let's pour a cup of coffee and bring it closer to home. Segment 4, the coffee cup reflection. Take a breath and think about your own journey. All those years of saving, the research, the restraint, it wasn't for nothing. Every dollar invested is a small promise to your future self. Every decision to stay invested is another vote for your freedom. Wealth is simply freedom multiplied by time. So, as you sip that morning coffee, give yourself credit. You're doing better than you think. And that attitude, gratitude mixed with perspective, is what the best investors share. Let's look at how they express it. Segment 5, lessons from the great compounders. Gratitude runs deep among the greats. Warren Buffett often said he won the Oberon lottery, born in a time and place that rewarded compounding. Charlie Munger distilled wisdom into humility. I have nothing to add, he said. Benjamin Graham thought that emotional control beats intelligence. And Bruce Flatt of Brookfield reminds us that the most powerful returns happen over decades, not quarters. Notice the pattern? The world's best compounders don't brag about returns. They express gratitude for the process itself. And that's the mindset any of us can adopt. Which brings me to a personal story. Segment 6, gratitude in action. When Melinda and I started our investing journey, we made all the classic mistakes, trying to time the markets, second guessing ourselves, checking quotes too often. But gratitude changed everything. We learned to be thankful for the opportunity to invest, for the time horizon ahead of us, and even for the lessons that came from volatility. That gratitude created calm, and calm built consistency. Now, after years of staying the course, the greatest reward isn't the portfolio itself. It's the peace that comes with knowing our money is working even when we're not. And that realization leads perfectly into the next lesson, understanding what it means to have enough. Segment 7, family, freedom, and enough. Thanksgiving reminds us that enough is a powerful word. You don't need the biggest portfolio or the perfect market call. You just need enough. Enough to live well, give generously, and sleep soundly. As Jack Bogle said, the greatest reward of investing is not the money you make, but the peace of mind it brings. So celebrate what you built. That peace, that sense of enough, is real wealth. And if you'd like to keep building that peace all year long, here's the way to do it. Segment 8, coffee with the chief compounder. Inside the Always Be Compounding Club, we host a relaxed session called Coffee with the Chief Compounder. It's a chance to talk markets, mindset, and long-term strategy with other investors who value calm over chaos. Your first cup is on me. Use the code ONEFREECOFFEE to join for your first session free. It's not about stock tips. It's about building community, confidence, and clarity together. Now let's zoom out to the bigger picture. The part of investing that transcends numbers altogether. Segment 9, the bigger picture. The bigger picture. When you invest, you're doing something profoundly optimistic. You're believing that innovation will outlast recessions, that progress outweighs panic, and that human creativity keeps compounding. Every share you own represents a tiny stake in that fate. It's your boat for the future, and that's something truly worth giving thanks for. So, as we wrap up, let me leave you with a Thanksgiving toast for every investor who chooses patience over prediction. Segment 10, a Thanksgiving toast to compounders. Here's to the patient investors who stayed the course, to the beginners taking their first small steps, to the retirees living off the dividends of discipline, and to everyone who believes time is the ultimate edge. Because whatever the market brings next year, our philosophy remains the same. Always be compounding. Cheers. Segment 11. Key takeaways. Let's summarize our Thanksgiving lessons. Gratitude creates patience. Goals provide direction. Growth comes from discipline, not drama. Enough brings peace. And compounding is as much a mindset as a math formula. Keep those in mind as you head into a new year of investing and living intentionally. Segment 12, the closing reflection. When you sit down for Thanksgiving dinner, look around the table. Family, friends, and the people who make your life rich. That's your real portfolio. Those are the dividends that matter most. Money can buy comfort, but time, connection, and gratitude, those are priceless. So, from my family to yours, happy Thanksgiving. And remember, the key to building wealth isn't guessing right. It's to always be compounding. Thanks for watching. See you next video. Take care.